Hey guys, and we had an absolutely great weekend of jackpots, just people winning some great cash money. We've had 21 jackpots for the week, 130 for Season X, really racking in those jackpots this season.
Yeah, it's been rolling already this season so far. We've got on Friday, we kicked it off with 2 jackpots. We had Kyle over at Johnny B's winning $889.08. Then, again, also on Friday, Ticket Tim.
Hey guys, and we're getting enrolled into some Lucky 4 bingo where we got 40 grand on the line.
Yeah, it is looking really good here. It's a fast-paced game. Make sure you get enrolled. Make sure you push play. It's worth throwing a buck at. We are live on the Pilot TV, Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, and the Twitch app. Our channel name is Megasoda.
Check in on all those streams. We want to see you guys, see who's playing, see which ones of our favorite players are out there getting some wins.
That's right.
And then we'll shoot you out some luck for checking in. We'll then that translates to more wins for you.
That's how it works.
And then maybe you can send in like a player pick or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And that gets you luck as well because you're on the broadcast. We talk about you. That means more wins, and that means more player picks, which means more. It all comes full circle, and then you get more wins. That's
right.
That's how it all works.
It's luckology, and you can't mess around with it.
No, not one bit. Well, we've had a lot of luckology happening during this season. We've had 131 jackpots this season, and it's been an absolute blast. We've had 20 for the rolling week.
Yes. Well, one thing I know about Mondays, it used to be that Mondays, you knew that on Mondays you were going to get a state national day. Now that's moved to Tuesdays. So I've been looking for what's the one thing you can count on Mondays.
Yes.
Well, at least for the last 2 weeks, that you can count on at least one jackpot by Yags 370.
Yeah, Yags 370 has been absolutely crazy the last few Mondays. But before we go over that giant jackpot, we have moved on to a must-go prize. We got Wolfstein and Kitty, both 1 ball away. Wolfstein, big-time player in one of our top 10s. I'm not 100% sure which one.
In the Jackpot Hunter game.
Oh, in these games that we're about to be getting into, we got 23 games of Jackpot Hunter after this game of Lucky 4 Bingo. But I got a jackpot to read off. It was Yags 370. He was playing at the Riverboat Depot, and he took home $4,344.
There it is, 5, 11, 61, and 68. We got Wolfstein over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids winning $3.
Yeah, really good prizes there really good prize for Wolfstein, just $3. I mean, it's better than most of our must-goes in that game. I feel like we always have really low must-goes in that game.
Yeah.
But as soon as that jackpot goes out, it's going to be absolute madness.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're throwing a buck at it. You tripled your money.
Yeah, he took home $3, which means he can get 3 cards for this next game.
There you go. It's all about finding the win.
Exactly. That big win. Hopefully you guys can find the win in this game. But not to move on too quickly from yesterday's jackpot, Yags 370, $4,344. We actually were the duo that were here giving it out. It was that Jackpot Hunter $1 miner. The reason that miner is sitting so low right now at $105.
Yeah.
But it grows really quickly throughout these games. We got 2 hours of Jackpot Hunter $1 edition.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I threw out luck just before that happened to you, Yags.
Yes, it did.
I threw it out to both Mrs. Yags and Yags. Apparently, I was a little more accurate with the Yags throw.
I think Yags 370 also likes to snag Mrs. Yags' luck as well. I've seen it happen a couple times where we throw Yags out we throw luck to the other one, and then they snag the luck from them.
It does happen. It does happen.
You know, the rivalry gets intense between them two.
That's right. You feel like maybe it's a house divided sometimes.
I mean, last year it was number 1 and number 2 in the Jackpot Hunter standings. Yags 370 and Mrs. Yags, they were going absolutely at it.
No, and basically really for 2 seasons, this year being a third, then that the 2 of them have been at the very top of the standings in 2 straight seasons. Mrs. Yags champion, co-champion in 2000 or in season 8. Then in season 9, Yags 370 getting the championship.
Yeah, and now Yags 370, the number 1 player in Jackpot Hunter right now. Let's see if Mrs. Yags is going to be able to make a late push in this season to get into that top 10.
Well, I was looking at just outside the top 10, and actually Mrs. Yags and Mrs. T, two more members of the Yags crew, actually just need 1 win to get into the top 10.
Ooh, okay. So Yags, if you're out there listening, She only needs one win to
Yeah.
get into that top 10, and then she's back racing with you once again.
That's right.
But let's take
You
a
want
look.
your race partner to be running at a high level too.
Exactly. It's kind of like shake and bake.
Yeah, exactly.
From Talladega Nights.
Absolutely.
You shake, I bake. It does seem like that sometimes with Mrs. Yags winning season 8, then Yags 270 winning season 9. They just take turns.
It should be her season, but right now Yags has got it.
Yeah, well, we'll see how it turns out. Let's check out the ETAB jackpots. Well, there's hundreds and hundreds, thousands and thousands of ETAB jackpots that get won every single day.
True.
But we check in with the Ultimate Sports Bar.
Ooh.
And
You've been to the Ultimate Sports Bar.
Yes, I did go to an Ultimate Sports Bar. One of them. I'm not sure. I know it's one that supported Pilot Games. And it was really fun. I did a little bit of axe throwing with Jordy.
Right. Yeah.
And it was the guy who taught us was great at teaching us.
Okay.
He had moved from Florida and to Michigan, and he was teaching us, and he was doing it all sorts of different ways. I feel like he could have threw it behind his back, and he would have nailed the bullseye.
Well, I think Florida known for their axe throwing.
Yes, very much so. But Ultimate Sports Bar, they won a bunch of ETAB jackpots, in one of them being Cash Chaos. $750 won on that one.
That's the music we're listening to actually right now, a little Cash Chaos. Then over there again at the Ultimate Sports Bar, Damsels in Dragons hit for $750 as well.
Yeah, also another really good game, but another game that we like to listen to on the broadcast, Buku Bucks. They won one in Buku Bucks. It was not only just they won one, they won the max jackpot in Buku Bucks of $1,500.
Well, we weren't done with $1,500 winners because we gave out $1,500 to someone playing House on Haunted Hill. Super fun game. A little early, it's not Halloween yet, but getting in the mood.
Yeah, getting that fall season mood. Getting that Halloween theme. But there was also somebody getting ready for another thing coming up.
That's
and
right.
That's the NFL season. Woo! They were playing a little bit of Vikings victory over there at the Ultimate Sports Bar, and they won $1,500 as well.
Nicely done, guys. You did it. Congratulations. You're a winner.
You did it. World's best cup of coffee.
It's just a crappy cup of coffee.
No, it's the world's best cup of coffee. Well, if you guys want to stay in the know and be a part of the hub of all of our information, go and follow our Facebook page. All you got to do is go to Facebook, search up Pilot Games, and you'll be able to see daily e-bingo progressive updates, weekly event schedules, jackpot winners, and so much more. There's also a link tree that links you to all of the different streams, all the bars that supports Pilot Games, all the social medias. There's the hub of our information. It's Pilot Games. There's also a link to pgl.world.
Yep.
And so you can sign up for a PGL account. Just a really useful site.
Yeah, for sure. You want to check out those social medias. You want to be on Facebook. It's got all that information. But each day we start off at 11:30 with a cup of Joe with Jordy. Usually with Jordy. Every once in a while she takes a break. Yeah. But usually with a cup of Jordy, and then one of your glorious hosts of
this morning it was me.
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah, yesterday it was you.
That's right. That's right. So
tomorrow probably John.
I think it's Higgy. Yeah. So we start off that day. With that, that's 11:30. Then here it is.
We got Volk over at Flask in Mankato taking home $13 on that 64-ball Musco coverall.
Nicely done. Well, then about 10 minutes after we get off air with that show, it's about a 20-minute show, we come live on with you guys for some Twins / very soon putting the Vikings back in Twiking. Vikings Bingo. That starts off at 12. It runs till 1. We play 10 games of 25-cent card Twins. Today that started up at over $8,000. So I don't know where it finished at, but that's still going on. As far as I know, that didn't hit today, so I think it's going to be there tomorrow. I don't remember who's all on that broadcast tomorrow, but I know it'll be like either you and John, or me and John.
Yeah, it'll be one of us.
Yeah.
I think it's
So-
usually you and John.
Yeah, usually
But
it's
we'll
John
have,
Square. Yeah.
we'll have to double check on that one on the schedule. But
I'm trying to sneak you in on some Twins. I know you were missing the Twins.
I do. I miss Twins. I don't do a lot of Twins anymore. I did one Twins game last week.
Yeah.
It was super fun to be able to be a part of it. We had the pinstripe background.
That's right.
And it was a lot of fun. But then right after that Twins bingo, if you guys want to play some more Jackpot Hunter, there's some 25-cent Jackpot Hunter that runs all the way from 1 to 4. If you've been here, you were already probably playing it before we came on air. And those progressives, they have continued to grow and roll into these into another day. I'm pretty sure that minor went out today though, and so that's a pretty big jackpot. It was already sitting at 56 balls before it went out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be seeing that in tomorrow's jackpot list, I think, for sure.
I think you're right about that. And it is John Squared tomorrow. And then you and me again for Twins on Thursday.
Oh yeah, because we got game day.
It's game day for us. Yeah, we got a big football game against a state power, and we're looking to, be a state power ourselves.
Exactly. That's the goal every year.
That's right.
Sometimes we're less realistic than others, but I think this year we're pretty realistic
Right,
about it.
right.
We talked about the 25-cent Jackpot Hunter from 1 to 4.
Yes.
But we obviously have these happy hours as well, where
do.
we play a bunch of different fun games. One being Lucky for Bingo. That has a giant jackpot that didn't go out today, over 40 grand. We only do it once a day though, so you got to be on time right at 4 o'clock. It's definitely worth throwing a buck out.
For sure. And then we're playing the game right now. It's from 4 to 6. It's Jackpot Hunter $1 edition. Yesterday we had a huge jackpot going out to Yags, a $370 in that minor. We're still building up that major. Once that hits $9,000, that will go up to 50 balls. That mega's on the move too. It's at 44 balls now. It's going to click up to some more balls here
once it
fairly
starts
soon.
moving, I get the tingles at the tips of my fingers. I'm like,
Right? Spidey senses start to get.
This is getting interesting, especially because when that thing gets high, we rack through majors and minors.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
a lot of people want to win the mega.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of play happening, and then in turn, since there's a lot of play, our minors and majors are growing exponentially super fast, and then it's just really, really fun. So I'm super excited for when that ball count continues to click up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once it starts going up by 2.
Yes.
When that starts to happen, that's when I get like,
Yeah.
But right after 6 o'clock,
Yes.
we usually have Jackpot Hunter 50-cent edition.
But it's a Tuesday.
It's a special Tuesday, so that means we're going to be heading right into a little bit of Skull Bingo. That Skull Bingo is going to be running from 6 all the way till 6:40. That's going to come right back to you guys after Mega Soda Game Night, and you're going to be running Skull Bingo all the way till 10 o'clock. But 6:40, there's a Mega Soda Game Night, the biggest gaming night of the entire week.
Yep.
This could be one of the biggest gaming nights of the entire year because of the kind of jackpot that's at the end of it.
Yes, somebody could win. Why not you? It's $82,546 on a 54-ball coverall. That's before anyone gets enrolled. I'm going to guess that it's going to be over $85,000 once everyone gets enrolled. So be there. Or be square, my friend, because it is going to be a live one.
Yeah, it for sure is going to be a lot of fun. Just a little bit more about that Skull Bingo. It's going to be a lot of fun as well, where they have a 50-ball coverall of $2,363. A large frame, you got to win in 43 balls or less. That's $2,130 if you can do that, and then $10.25 if you can win the line prize in 10 balls or less.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, I think that line must have went out there fairly recently because it's only at $10. But that large frame and that cover are looking really good.
And do they click up in balls ever, or is it always 50 balls? It's always.
I think it might always be that, but there it is.
Dan over at VFW Rush City taking home $10.60. Good job, Dan.
As I get into the progressives and into the, like when I put this together each day, I start to learn more of a rhythm of it once I've done the game for a while.
Yeah.
But since with this one I don't know yet.
Yes, it comes about every week.
Yeah.
Now where it was, and it's not one of those daily games that you see every single day, and so I'm not 100% sure how it completely works. We don't do any live shows of it either.
Right.
It would be fun to do a live show of some skull
We
bingo,
used to, on game days, do some skull bingo. I think that was even before your time. With my first season of...
before we created Vikings bingo.
Yeah, we would do some skull bingo, I think, if I'm not like just living in some crazy bizarre world.
Oh.
Yeah, when the original game day broadcast,
Yes.
which was interesting because I didn't really call a lot of bingo at that time.
Yes.
They would just flash to me, and I would be talking about the game and about what's happening and everything.
Yeah.
And
The show's completely changed.
Yes.
Since that point.
Now it's you and I on the broadcast, and we talk about the actual games. We talk about the games of football, but we also talk about the bingo games.
Yes, and we don't do any ball calls anymore.
No, because back then we did ball calls. But the balls were dropping so fast in the skull bingo that they realized, it's really hard to do the ball calls.
Yeah.
But it would be Tony and Nikki, or it would be Amelia and Nikki, or whoever doing that. And then they let's check in with the coach. And then they come to me, and I'd be like, hey, well, this is what just happened out there.
I would love that job. I feel like that would be sweet if people just sent to me in the back room and I get to be the crazy scientist coach.
Yeah, that's what I was. And then every once in a while, they were like, can you draw us up a play? So then I'd go on the whiteboard and be like, yeah, you dig here and you go here. And then you go with this guy there. And then,
And you'd come up with your Riverboat Madness.
Exactly. I just do riverboat gambler type stuff.
Oh, yeah, you actually do. If you guys actually think, he's just no, he's mad in real life. He the type of plays he comes up to me with, and he's like, yeah, I think we're gonna run this week. And I'm like, you're crazy. You are insane. And then he runs it, and we get a touchdown on it, and I'm like, I don't know how that worked, but it did.
Yeah. It's sound football principles. That's all I ever did.
I think you bank on a lot of high school mistakes.
Yeah, high schoolers do high schooler things. So, yeah.
And it works out for the best. We've scored a lot of tough touchdowns doing that.
Yeah.
But we were talking about how we got Mega Soda game night tonight, but we also have another PGL night Twins Wednesday that happens with us too. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be happening tomorrow from 7 to 9.
Yep.
And we have our own nice little 25-cent jackpot jungle game that we've been building up for a while now.
Yeah, it's been sitting there.
Yeah, it's a 52-ball coverall, $6,651. A really good prize on that one.
Yeah, so definitely make sure you're there for that. You got to wait. You got to play all the way to the end to be a part of those jackpot jungle games. They're super, super fun. But we got, again, like I talked about earlier, we used to always know there was going to be a state day on Mondays. But now it's Tuesdays.
It's been Tuesdays. I don't know how it happened. It must be some. Does it go back a day every single year?
Maybe next year,
it's going to be
21. It'll
Wednesday.
be on Wednesdays. I don't know.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like that it went back.
Is it a leap year?
Is it? I have no idea if it actually is. It could be a leap year. That might be why.
And it just sent the whole universe into a spiral.
Exactly. But because we are now repeat doing state days that we've done before.
Sure. Yeah, because we've done over a year.
We've been here for over a year doing these national days.
Yeah.
And so. And we were saying it this time last year that every Monday,
always Monday,
is a state day.
Right.
So it has to be something with that it changes every single year or it changes somehow on specific situations. I'm confused by it, but happy National State Day.
That's right. Well, it's National South Carolina Day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, named Carolina initially after King Charles I. The colony later split into North and South Carolina in 1710. Following in the footsteps of the previous colonies, South Carolina would become the 8th state to ratify the Constitution.
Oh, yeah. Well, good to see my favorite Carolina out there.
That's right, the Palmetto State.
Oh, well, we got Webb over at Heidi's Bar in Seaton taking that $14.20 must-go prize. That little favorite Carolina is definitely a little shot at John Higgins.
I knew what you were laying down. Well, he likes northern things. He likes Canada a little better than like the U.S.
Yeah.
And then he likes, Northern Carolina, North Carolina over. He probably likes North Dakota over South Dakota.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you just assume at this point.
Yeah.
That's just always the North.
It just seems like everything directionally is always to the north.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day he'll go to one of the polls. But we got 2 minutes and 4 seconds to get enrolled in this next game. Get enrolled, press play. We got all these prizes available for you, and we got another national day. John just sends in the back of your head.
Yeah, I don't
know.
A
picture of the back of your
I don't
head.
even know what that means, but
I don't know
I think
either.
it means he's happy about what we're saying.
I think so too.
That's what I assume.
But next National Day is National Matchmaker Day. Playing Matchmaker requires a bit of social savvy. It also requires the ability to listen and timing. They know each friend's habits, good and bad, passions and hobbies. When there's a spark, even when the prospective couple is painfully unaware, the matchmaker knows.
Yeah.
I think there's too many people that think that they know.
They're matchmakers. I have no idea. No one. I'll just say this. I mean, this is just in my life. Of course, I've been married for over 26 years. So I mean, this is way back when. You know. But I don't think anyone ever tried to play matchmaker with me, and I never tried to play matchmaker with anyone. Then, now, ever.
I'm glad because I think most of the time it's just like it doesn't work.
No.
I have been though.
Some people I think probably are good at it.
The relationship that I'm in right now with Jordy, there was a matchmaker that her roommate. I worked with her roommate, and her roommate forced me to meet forced me to meet her roommate, which ended up being Jordana, which you guys know from Cup of Joe with Jordy.
Yeah.
And she was the whole time was like, you guys are going to make a really good couple. Like, you guys are going to work out really nicely. And obviously it worked out correctly, but I don't like being matchmaked. I don't like the feeling of being matchmaked.
No. I don't. I've never been messed with. I don't mess with that stuff.
Yeah,
but if you do, and you're good at it. If you
didn't, you kind of. I feel like you did kind of. Because I mean, that's kind of what you were a bouncer at a bar, and the girl was and you worked with a waitress.
Yes,
correct.
And your mom was her roommate.
Yes, and she introduced you and
kind of. But I think your mom just came as an attendee to the bar and was like, he's cute.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So then she did a little bit of matchmaking, but only at the provocation of your mother.
Okay, well, it works how it works, and it's National Matchmaker Day, so maybe if you're feeling a little matchmake all you want to match.
Apparently, this is an interesting one. So National Diatomaceous Earth Day.
Okay.
Most people know of diatomaceous earth because they use it around their homes. Sometimes they use it as a filter for swimming pools or as a natural insecticide. Biologists understand diatoms, single-celled plants. They form diatomaceous earth and are indeed the lungs of the earth. Amazingly, diatoms produce about 3/4 of the world's new oxygen supply. Another scientist, known as material scientists, recognized diatoms' skeletons called frustules. Imagine tiny, intricate, porous opal structures. They are known to be the most durable, naturally occurring substance in the world. That's the most scientific National Day that we've ever had.
Yeah, that's cool stuff. I mean, makes 3/4 of the world's oxygen?
Yeah. That's amazing.
Okay, I gotta say.
Trees must be considered this, maybe. Because I always felt like it was trees. But I don't know.
I have no idea.
It looks like salt.
Yeah, it looks like a
which it did when they said that you use it to filter in your pool. It did make me think it was maybe salt.
Yes, and then it's built in these like in a microscopic form in these nice like cylinder airy type structures.
There it is. Mills over at McHugh's Grill and Bar in Savage winning $12.40. Congratulations, Mills.
Yeah, and now we're getting enrolled in game number 5. Already game number 5, but happy National South Carolina Matchmaker and Diotomisius Earth Day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Next National Day is definitely one that's near and dear to my heart. I know it's
this is a Lucky 4 game, by the way. 5.
Yes,
5.
Lucky 4 game. It's a lucky game. Get enrolled, press play. We want to give out one of these great jackpots, but we have a really good National Day that's close to both of our hearts, I feel like.
Absolutely.
We both love this thing.
Yes.
It's National Trail Mix Day.
Yeah, because I love to go on trails.
I'm going to surprise you with this one. Filled with nuts, dried fruits, and grains, Trail Mix packs a boost of carbohydrates when the body needs it most. The nuts supply good fats as well as a sustained energy too. Since it's lightweight, Trail Mix travels easy as well on long trails or while camping. Trail Mix keeps without spoiling since most of the ingredients are dried.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Trail Mix.
Yeah, I mean, the more M&Ms you can put in it, the better.
Right?
I love the very heavily M&M'd mixed trail mix. I love this one trail mix that it's called M&Ms.
Oh, it just says M&Ms.
Yeah, and it's actually trail mix, and it only puts the good parts of trail mix in it.
Which is M&Ms.
Yes.
I'm picking up what you're laying down, my friend.
Basically, I like chocolate.
You know what I prefer? I'll just say this is totally off subject now.
Yes.
But over just regular M&Ms is I like peanut M&Ms.
Oh, peanut M&Ms are superior by far.
Yeah.
Super good stuff. But trail mix is awesome. It's definitely a good healthy snack as well. Especially if you're eating the right kind of trail mix, where you can really find a lot of good sources of protein and other stuff that can really fuel you for the day, like it says on like a long trail camping. And that's why it got kind of created. I
like kind of the spicy trail mix with kind of like the Cajun spices and stuff in it, with like the sesame seed sticks in them. And
yes,
stuff
and
like
then it makes me feel less like I want to eat the sweets in it. Like you don't want chocolate in that spicy trail mix.
Right. It kind of keeps me, I feel like, on the healthier side of it.
Yeah. Well, I completely agree. Well, since it's actually National Trail Mix Day, this next National Day makes it just comes right together.
It's matchmaker, right? Because these are two things made as a match for sure. It's National Eat Outside Day. Ooh. Many foods lend themselves to eating outdoors, but sometimes it's as simple as taking your prepared plate out to the balcony, porch, or patio, also known as al fresco dining. Many restaurants offer patio seating, maybe where you're at right now, so their patrons can enjoy their meals while taking in the city, the beach, the countryside, or just people watching. Even more temperate climates offer seasonal outdoor dining. Well, with the temperature out what it is today, I mean, it's a beautiful night to be out on the patio, playing some pilot games, eating your food.
Yeah, it is definitely a great day. I think it's 69 degrees, supposed to be 69 throughout most of the today, and then it's supposed to drop only 10 degrees to like 59 degrees throughout the nighttime. I mean, it's going to be an absolute beautiful one out. So you definitely should go eat outside, hit your patio, and enjoy maybe playing a little bit of pilot games and some nice outdoor seating. Maybe if you can get a little bowl of trail mix on the side as well.
There you go.
If they do serve that would be pretty incredible.
And if you're not already matched up, maybe you can get a matchmaker to make you a match.
Oh yeah, or they can just match you with your wife.
Yeah, there you go. This is This is your wife right here.
It's not as hard to matchmake in those situations.
No.
But
much easier.
Much easier. A lot higher chance of success.
That's right.
In the matchmake.
Yeah. Because I don't think I would have much success. It's been a lot of years.
Yeah. Happy national, all those great national days. You could combine them all together by going to South Carolina, finding yourself a date, breathing some air from Earth, and eating trail mix outside.
Rye Guy over at the Corner Pocket Rice getting that $11 Musco, but that was a really nice win. Have 59 balls. We're a little bit low on the ball count, but some days that'd get you pretty close. It wouldn't usually get you a win, but it'd get you close.
Yeah, definitely gets you close most days. Just yesterday we had a 58 ball coverall, so it would have been one ball away just yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
But we have some Twins news we got to go over.
Okay.
Bailey Ober pitched 6 solid innings, and Josh Donaldson 2-run homer helped the Minnesota Twins beat the Detroit Tigers 3-2 on Monday.
Yeah, they did a nice job. They got another win out there, so they've been playing really well.
Yeah, Josh Donaldson, I mean, his 2-run homer just really helped us out through that. But then the Bailey Ober pitching, which we sometimes struggle with our pitching sometimes.
Yeah.
Just seeing both those guys really clean it up for us so that we can beat the Detroit Tigers, because it feels like we beat the teams that we're supposed to be, and then we lose to the teams that we're not supposed to be, that we're supposed to be. Like we
lose to the teams that we're supposed to be, and we win the teams that we're not supposed to be.
Yes, yeah. I said it completely wrong, but
yeah.
you said it right. And so the Tigers being a team where we're like, oh, we could beat the Tigers.
Right.
I was kind of worried. I was like, oh, are we going to beat the Tigers? Are we actually going to beat the Tigers? And we were able to get that one done, showing our talent, showing that we can win in the games that we're supposed to.
That's right. And tonight's another example of that. We're playing the Cubs. The Cubs actually have one less win than us and 2 more losses than us. So you'd think on paper, like we're the better team. But we got to go out there and play it, and they're going to play hard as well. So 7-10 here, just an hour and 10 minutes after we get off air, and just a little bit after Tony and Nick are on air with Minnesota Game Night.
Oh, yeah, you guys should be right into that first game of or second game. It might even be already into the second game.
It'd be the end of the second game, right? But just before they go into that 7-11 game, they're getting enrolled. They're almost getting into the 7-11 game. It's the fishing derby.
Yeah, that good memory right there.
Thanks.
The 7-11 game. But we were talking about Twins, and we played Twins bingo from 12 to 1 every single day. It's a blast, and we've been building up a giant jackpot in that one. I think it's over $8,000 now. But those winnings, they go to our twiking zone.
That they do.
And these twiking zones have been absolutely crazy, where we've had so much movement.
Yeah, for sure. In 10th place right now, we got Kick It over at the Roseville VFW legendary legacy player. Kick It. Just holding on right now. Hopefully she can get some wins and get a little further up in the standings. 71,000 points, but it's good just to be even in the top 10, right?
Yeah.
72,000 points over at American Legion Fridley is Scrub Eye in 9th place. In 8th place, you got Puts over at Shiners Jenkins with 76,000 points. Then with 78,000 points over at the VFW Spring Lake Park, it's Looser Dave in 7th place. In 6th place, we got legendary player, the mom of Kick It, Joni, is at Mama T's Castle Tap with 92,000 points. She just got passed by Bingo Legend, the reigning champion in the Twiking Zone, is with 93,000 points. It's over at Titan Sports Saloon. It's Elsa in 5th place. In 4th place, SNS over at Chanticleer Pizza in Coon Rapids with 95,000 points. So that's the last player outside the 100,000 point club.
Wow.
Now we jump into the 100,000 point club with 104,000 points. It's Nan over at Corky's Bar, South Haven in 3rd place. Then in 2nd place, we got Lucky Tim over at the Lakefront Bar with 136,000 points. But our number 1 player in the entire state of Minnesota, playing over at Corner Bar in Goodhue with 165,000 points, it's Not Lucky.
Yeah, good job, Not Lucky, absolutely dominating these standings, but Lucky Tim not letting him run away from it all. Trying to keep within that 30,000 point range.
Yes.
But the location standings, we not only have a 100,000 point club, not only have a 200,000 point club, but we even have a 300,000 point club in these standings. They've been absolutely crazy racket in the points. In 10th place, we got St. Paul Park Legion with 112,000 points. With 116,000 points in 9th place, we got Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale, the reigning champs from Season 9. Then in 8th place, we got Miniger Sports Hub in La Crescent with 122,000 points. Shooting up from 8th place all the way to 7th place, it's Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, with 123,000 points. Then with 145,000 points in 6th place, we got Lakefront Bar in La Center. And we got a winner.
Hey, J-Mac over at Monty's Sports Bar in Spring Lake Park, winning that $17.20 and 61 balls. Congratulations, J-Mac.
Yeah, I played with a J-Mac
Really?
my freshman year of college.
Okay.
Yeah, he was he came in part of my freshman class.
Okay.
That I came in with. He was a lineman.
Okay.
And the reason I remember J-Mac so well was he was completely bald coming in as a freshman.
Wow. Well, it wasn't shaved. It was he actually had lost his
Well,
hair?
he shaved the rest, like the sides of his hair.
Sides, yeah.
But he had completely lost all the hair on the top of his
He had
head.
a very receding hairline.
Yes, and so then he waxed the whole thing, and so he went full Mr. Clean look
There you go.
for as long as I knew him, and so it was really fun.
I like it.
So he sticks out in my memory. So if J-Mac's over in Minnesota now, good job J-Mac.
J-Mac.
And I mean, good job to J-Mac no matter what. But let's head right back into these location standings with 145,000 points in 6th place. It's Lakefront Bar in the center. Then in 4th place, we had one location that moved from 6th place into 4th place. One location that was in 4th place and just stayed in 4th place. They both have 147,000 points. It's Corky's Bar South Haven who's able to jump into that 4th place tie with Mapleview Lounge 2. Two big-time locations duking it out in 4th.
Yeah.
In 3rd, we got American Legion Fridley with 157,000 points. Now we head into the 200,000 point club. In 2nd place, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue with 240,000 points. And in 1st place, with 309,000 points, it's VFW Spring Lake Park.
They're trying to distance themselves from the pack. That is for sure. Speaking of distance yourself from the pack, we got a great E-Tab spotlight.
That's a good one.
Crazy Acres. You've tilled the soil. You've planted the crops. The weather's been perfect. Now it's harvest time and time to cash in on your big winnings. Check it out over at Crazy Acres.
Oh yeah, that seems like a lot of physical labor for an E-Tab.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually you have to do it. It's just the
Okay. Good.
Unfortunately,
You've tested the game?
Yeah, I have tested the game. I would
Did
love
you?
it if I could have actually got in there and did some tilling.
That stinks because when I tested it, I went out to a cornfield, tilled the field, and then came back and it let me play the game.
Oh. Well, you never know. I mean, I'm sure those Amish farmers were very happy that you came out. But make sure.
Yeah, if you guys are, if that's not quite your style, you don't have to till fields. It's all a joke. There's over 50 different charitable E-Tab games. Play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. They have awesome bonus and free play rounds and a lot of different fun things that go along with it. 85% payout. Just a really fun time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's super, super awesome. Well, we got a new E-Tab coming out next Thursday. We're not allowed to release the title yet. Looks super cool, super fun. But September 9th, release of a new E-Tab.
That's one of the best bonus rounds. I'm just going to put that out there. Yeah. Coming from Ian, I saw it one time. I like the bonus round. I'm saying you definitely want to try it out.
There you go. Big time release. And check out Crazy Acres if you haven't.
Oh, yeah. I threw some luck at it.
Okay. During Cup of Joe.
Yeah, during Cup of Joe. So hopefully it's really lucky right now. I want whatever E-Tab spotlight that we check in, there needs to be at least one of the jackpots has to be in Crazy Acres.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I mean, we pick them random.
Right.
But this is up to you guys because I want every single location to have a Crazy Acres jackpot at it.
Might as well. I mean, you could choose to get a jackpot in a different game, but why not a Crazy Acres?
Yeah, why not Crazy Acres? You tilled the field. You've
done the work. You put in the time.
But tonight we have a great PGL night. It's Megasota game night where people accumulate PGL points, win huge amounts of money. If you want to be one of those people accumulating PGL points, sign up at pgl.world and become a member of our league. PGL players, they compete for points, obviously, and have access to insider information. So become in the inner circle. And that monthly newsletter has so much great information in it. You could sign up at pgl.world today. You can also use that exact sign-in for when you download the Player Connect app and just log in right to the Player Connect app.
You can do it. You've got the ability right inside you. Like these players that join the circle. You got Nasertala CK Shooter, Captain Man, Polar Bear 1, Oh Pole Bear, and Tamama.
We got Pee-wee over at TJ's on and off sale in Plainview, taking home $17.60 on that 67 ball Musco coverall. Good job, Pee-wee.
It feels like Pee-wee's been a very active player lately.
Yeah, especially since his birthday.
Yeah. His birthday got inspired, came out.
Ready to go. But that was a good, lucky game number 7. Now we're getting rolled into game number 8. And what was our other lucky 4 number?
I believe 11. Let me look.
I think you're correct on that one
correct.
as well.
11.
And so we'll be super lucky on game number 11.
That feels double lucky because 11's always kind of lucky.
Yeah, because it's a 7-11 game, so it's a lucky 7 game. It's a lucky 11 game, double lucky 11 game, and so it's going to be really, really good stuff. But we were talking about those new PGL members like CK Shooter, Captain Man, and Polar Bear, T-Mama even. Well, you guys can use that sign-in to log into the Player Connect app. As soon as you log into that Player Connect app, you can look right over top of your player icon and select Sports Link. That will lead you right to our Eat Tip boards for this week. You choose 5 squares for the Vikings versus the Bengals season opener on Sunday. It's going to be for the September 12th game. Points are awarded for first, second, and third and fourth quarter. Play for free in the Player Connect app and earn PGL points for Season X if you win. All you got to do is launch the app and select Sports Link.
That is correct, sir. It's that easy, and you could be a winner just like these folks from last week's preseason game. We had Lou Bear winning 1,500 points. That's right, Lou Bear, longtime friend of the broadcast, winning 1,500 points. And then another good friend of the broadcast, we had producer John winning 2,000 points.
Yeah, good job, producer John. You're on the other end of this. I've been talking a bunch of smack about you lately on the broadcast about how you won one, and that I'm very upset about it. And because I play every single week, and I'm just gonna say that this was your first week ever doing it, and you got to win. And so beginner's luck.
Yeah.
Bet you can't do it again.
He did challenge you to an arm wrestling competition on air.
Oh, he did?
No, you did to him.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. I'm down for it.
So
but he's been working out more consistently though than I have.
Has he?
Yeah, lately I've been really slacking in the gym, and John's been being able to make it there. And so I don't think I have I don't feel that strong right now. He might be able to take me in the arm wrestling.
Never know.
Never
We'll
know.
See, how good he's been putting the work in.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got KKC, TJ Vikes, Crazy, and Pee-wee all trying to win this. Not Colby.
Oh.
Yeah, that's playing.
Okay.
It's not Colby.
It's not Colby. We won't tell anybody that you're here playing because we didn't see you play.
Nope, not at all. Well, we're at 22 balls dropped on this one. And we talked about how Lou Bear and Prod John were able to take home some PGL points.
Yes.
And that's helping them for their PGL. Oh, yeah, John didn't even know that he won.
He didn't know he had won up till now. He's been so distracted by John's been doing a lot of work with like maple leaves and different things along those lines.
And so you won the e-tip boards this week.
Yes.
So good job, John. But you earned some PGL points for your PGL for the PGL standings.
Correct.
And if one of us won enough PGL points doing the e-tip boards, could we legally get into the PGL
we could
standings?
get into the standings, but I don't think that's possible to do.
I don't think it's possible either, but I just hypothetically.
Yeah, we can't win money, right?
Yes.
But I think we can earn as many points as we want.
So that's my newest goal. My newest goal is to get into the top 10, but with strictly just e-tip board points, which is really hard because it's random every single time. But we got a crazy top 10 in 10th place. Fishy24 is Sherry Sports Saloon with 440,000 points. And before I go over the rest of this top 10, we got a winner.
There it is, Mills getting a second win, I believe, of the broadcast over at McHugh's Grill and Bar in Savage. $14.80. Won it in a nice ball count of 47 balls. So there you go.
Yes, in our PGL standings in 9th place, we got Sloppy over at the Hoot and Holler in Black Duck with 456,995 points. 8th place, it's none other than Gramps over at Gino's Bar and Grill with 471,360 points. In 7th place, with 471,920 points, it's Bad Flop Bob at VFW Spring Lake Park. Then at VFW Roseville with 492,340 points. In 6th place, it's Nixon. In 5th place, we got Drumski at the Underground Bar and Grill, 507,730 points. In 4th place, we got Sarah Honey at VFW Austin with 510,290 points, with 580,145 points. In 3rd place, we got Forget You D at VFW Austin. 2nd place, none other than SpongeBob at Eagle St. James with 669,985 points. SpongeBob, the predicted big riser from Jordana.
Yeah, she did. She doubled down on it, and she kind of made fun of you for your Forget You D pick.
I know. I said Forget You D is going to be a big riser, so Forget You D, if you're out there, Jordana said, no way. No way Forget You D even becomes... She thought I was ridiculous for saying Forget You D was going to be able to push SpongeBob in these next couple PGL nights. But I believe in you, Forget You D. I think it's going to happen. If you're out there...
I believe in believing.
Make sure you have a really big PGL night. I might have thrown a little bit of luck to him.
It was like a little...
It was just a little sneaky luck.
Yeah.
Don't tell him about it. But in 1st place, the luckiest player of them all with 705,600 points. It's Devoided over at the Roadside.
Yeah, doing a great job out there. All that top 10 is just been crushing it. That's for sure. In 10th place in the location standings, we jump right into the 1 million point club because everybody's at least in the 1 million point club. And we start off with Broadway Pizza in Brooklyn Park with 1,200,000. Then with 1,247,000 over in St. James, it's the VFW in 9th place. In 8th place, we got Root River Saloon in Lanesboro with 1,291,000.
That's pretty good right there.
That is. With 1,383,000 right in Mankato. In 7th place, it's the Underground Bar and Grill. In 6th place, we got Moose Lodge Waite Park in St. Cloud with 1,538,000. Then with the 1,774,000 over in Newmarket, it's Leo's Bar in 5th place. Then in 4th place, we got Neighborhood Tavern in Effie with 1,838,000. But then we jump into the elusive 2 million point club. Ooh. And we started off with 2,260,000 in Sauk Rapids. It's Danny's Dugout in 3rd place. Then in 2nd place, we got VFW Northfield. They were in 2nd place in season 9. They're in 2nd place right now. And they have 271,000 points. Then with 2,412,000 points in Nicolette, the reigning champions and the current leaders in the house, it's Cabin Bar.
Yeah, Cabin Bar absolutely dominating these standings last year and now this year. Good job. And now we got a bunch of people 10 balls away like TG Vikes. Always see them playing a little bit of Twins bingo, yes. But maybe they can move that luck to a little bit of Jackpot Hunter.
It's all available to you if you choose.
Yeah, definitely. But shout out to the top 3 locations, Danny's Dugout, VFW Northfield, and Cabin Bar, all being the 2 million point club. And Danny's Dugout and VFW Northfield, they're going at it with only 11,000 points separating the two.
Right.
It's a real shootout between them. Do you have a prediction who's going to end up on top? Is it going to remain VFW Northfield, or is Danny's Dugout going to be able to pass them up?
Well, I'll tell you, history would say, right, you got to go with Northfield, right? Because they were last season's 2nd place champs.
Yes.
And then, you know, in years past, they've always been tough. There it is.
Sony over at the Beach Club Bar and Grill in Lakeland, taking that $16 58 ball Musco coverall.
On his way out from Boston to LA, stopping in in Minnesota over at Lakeland. It's good to have Sony Michel with the broadcast.
Oh, yes, Sony Michel. I was thinking the company Sony.
Oh, there's
It's just the entire company of Sony.
Could be.
And
they threw in an extra N just to throw us off.
Exactly. They're trying to be sneaky, but you're probably right. It's Sony Michel. Just making his way over to L.A.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you stop in Minnesota on your way if you can?
Yeah.
If you got the time. He's like, I got the time. We're checking in on the Wild, see what's going on with them. We're on pins and needles about Kirill Kaprizov, if he's going to re-sign. We believe it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time and what the deal ends up looking like. But,
Yeah, no, we definitely want him on this roster come playtime, but it just seems like it's a not whether he's going to sign with us. I think it's more of a when he's going to sign with us, and because after there was the announcement that he's not going to be playing for the KHL next season, it became we became the hard set favorites to be signing Kirill once again, and now we just need to lessen his contract length down. Because he doesn't want that long contract.
Right.
We need to put him up. We need to pay him like a top tier player, like he is.
Yep.
And we have the money to do so.
Right.
And so I think we can pay him as much as anyone will, and we can give him the best deal that he wants, so that we can have him for a really long time.
No, I'm hoping so. We just want. I mean, that was the thing, right? We wanted to lock him up. We wanted him to be a part of a family for a long time.
Yes.
So it wasn't a bad thing.
Yeah, I think one step closer is signing Kevin Fiala. They were such an elite offensive duo last year that I think that could have a play in Kirill signing once again, because he looks and he goes, I could run it back with this guy.
Yeah.
I think we could have beaten the Golden Knights with another year of learning. They went to a game 7, and then they went to the semifinals.
Right.
The Golden Knights did.
They did.
So it's just what if they'd won and then they went to that semifinals game? Like, what could have happened? And I think it's got to be sitting in the back of Kirill's mind.
Mm-hmm.
And with the re-signing of Kevin Fiala, getting a lot of our star-studded players back, I think we're gonna be able to pull it off
for sure. Also, Pilot Games has teamed up, of course, this last season.
Did we even talk about this signing?
I did earlier in the week. Yeah.
I don't remember. We talked about it yesterday. About how they signed defensive men, Jordy Ben to a 1-year deal. Really good defenseman.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's a good signing. Got a 1-year deal out of it, just shy of $1 million.
Yeah, and
$1 million. That doesn't make sense. $1 million.
$1 million. And you were saying that you would be willing to sign for that kind of contract as well.
Yeah, I'm willing. I'm willing to sign for league minimum. I've expressed that to the Wild.
Have they been in contact with you?
I don't know. I got to talk to my agent again.
Well, you were just talking about a great way to support the Minnesota Wild, and that's playing one of our favorite ETAB games.
For sure.
Let's go Wild. It's a great ETAB game. It's one of those 50 different charitable ETAB games that are just super, super fun to play.
Super fun is correct. Always in the top 5, and you're going to want to do that. Of course, we got prime time bets coming very soon. We're testing it right now within the Pilot crew and trying to work out any possible bugs. And it matches up PGL locations and players with handicaps and a lot of bragging rights. You don't want to miss it when it gets released. We've been so fired up about it for so long. I don't even know what else to say.
Oh yeah, okay. So the Cubs are taking on our Twins today.
Correct.
Do we want to give out some score predictions?
Sure. Oh yeah.
Okay, and you can tell them your score prediction, and I'll tell them the right prediction.
All right. I got the Twins winning 5-2.
Oh, that's a good win for them. Up by 3. They've been hot lately. I like that prediction. I'm going to go with a little bit of a tighter game, but a higher scoring game.
Okay.
I'm going to go 7-6. Minnesota Twins pull it out, but are down by 4 halfway through the game.
Oh, Okay. All right. I like all the specificity.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild game. That's my prediction. They're two very I think teams that are better than how they played this season, and I think both of them can really put up a really good fight between each other. And so there's my prediction.
Well, because of course there it is, Kit Kat. Over at the Wildwood Sports Bar and Grill in Rochester, taking that $13.60. Congratulations, Kit Kat, and I love your candy.
Yeah, super good candy, and good prize for you as well. That can probably buy you multiple Kit Kats.
I would think. I don't know what the prices are like.
What's the inflation of Kit Kats?
Yeah, but things. Kit Kats, I think, are going off the shelf crazy.
I just always assume that.
Such a high demand, the prices are probably getting driven up.
We got some fun little information about our Wild.
Yeah, because of course Hot Take has his pulse on Winnipeg.
Yes.
So he actually found out that the home opener for the Wild is October 19th at 7 p.m. against the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, that's a win.
Yeah. Then you got the first game. Wait, that's the home opener. Okay, so the first game is October 9th against the Chicago Blackhawks at 7:30.
Oh, that's super exciting. I'm just really excited for this hockey season to get rolling around again. I didn't even realize that it was October 9th was when it's going to get started back again. So we're really close.
Yeah, it's not long at all. I mean, this is my casualness as a fan, right, of hockey and basketball, but I don't really watch until after the new year.
No, that's kind of how it is.
I will now with the Wild.
The Wild you watch, but I mean after the new year, that's when teams start competing to get into the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Right.
Things start to get intense. It's kind of like how you don't really watch NBA basketball until the last little bit of the season, right before you hop into playoffs.
Exactly.
Because everyone's trying to earn playoff seeding and everything like that. The end of the season's super fun to watch, but there's 82 games.
Right. It's just a lot. So
or 83. I think there might be 83 in the NBA season.
Did they change it to 83?
Is it
82?
Okay, then I was correct with my first one off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up now.
So yeah. Anyways, yeah. I I know there's fans of NBA or hockey that are into it that they go all year, but
72 games in a regular season.
Oh, they've reduced it.
Yeah. No. So that's good to hear. Yeah, the NBA announced that 72 games regular season would end May 16th.
I think that was this last year because of remember how the previous season went.
Oh, okay. So good to see that it's only 72 instead of 82.
Yeah, I wonder if they're
less
going back
games
to 80.
is better.
I think less games would be better. I wonder if they're going to go back to the 82 this year or.
Yeah, I'm seeing the NFL go higher in games played, which I think is a bad idea.
I agree. I think it's special because there were 16 games.
Exactly. And I also think the NBA, they could take away about half their games, only have the NBA have the season be the same length, have just the teams only play one game a week.
Yeah. And
that would be such a more intense one game a week.
I think because of what happens with the TV when that happens, that's why NFL has, and some of it's because of the nature of football, and how it's played and just how the strategy works and just also the bruising and all that occurs in a football game, right? That they play less games, but by the nature of that created, it is the biggest entertainment thing in TV.
Oh yeah, well the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl's insane.
Yeah, I mean a regular season NFL game out TVs the World Series. Right?
It's insane how much the NFL controls TV.
But I think because there's so few games. I think if they start doing more and more games, that'll continue to lessen.
Exactly. Baseball plays too many games. I think baseball
way too many. I don't think they'll ever stop because of all the records and stuff. I'm sure the same thing with basketball. They don't want to mess with how many points they score in a season and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's impossible. Like, because if they play more or less, like I think the fact that there's now an extra game in the NFL regular season.
Yeah.
How many rushing records are going to be broken when a guy TJ Vikes over at Cozy's Tavern in Grant taking that $20.60 Musco prize.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like, records are going to get broken because you got a whole nother game.
Exactly, and let's say you add 200 passing, 200 rushing yards onto whatever the total already is.
Right.
That can put like what would have Derrick Henry been at if he ran for 200 more yards on his already last season stats?
Right.
It would have been one of the best rushing yard totals ever in the NFL. He would have gotten over 2,200 yards.
Yeah.
I don't know what the record is, but it's.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up, but I mean, it's like when you think about O.J. Simpson's 2,000-yard season, right? He did it it was a 14-game season back then.
Yeah.
So, like, that's like, if someone in the NFL, Dickerson's is still the record, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and so he's at 2,105 yards.
Yeah.
You had a 200-yard game to the end of Derrick Henry's last season.
I mean, that's a really great game, of course. But
oh, yeah, but, I mean, not unheard of for Derrick Henry. Like, Derrick Henry does it all the time of 200-yard games. He would have, I mean, an 105-yard game added onto his season is very realistic for Derrick Henry.
Right.
Like, that he would be holding the rushing record.
Yeah, that's a whole different deal. You know, like, it would be interesting to look at the average for, like, all these different guys. So Jim Brown, you know, O.J. Simpson, all these guys, because they played less games, you know. So it'd be interesting to see how that looks. Because people will just say, oh, for a season he had this many. For a season he had this many, right? You know, good thing the NFL does not include the playoff yards, you know.
Yes, that does help out a lot.
And that makes sense to me. I've always thought, like, when you include the playoff, you know, like at the high school level, we include the playoff yards.
It doesn't make sense because then there's other players that go all the way to the state championship game, and it has nothing to do with. They might have been a really great contributor to that team, but are they the reason that they went to the state championship team?
You don't usually. Obviously, you got more than one great player to win a state championship,
exactly.
Right? You got great players all over the place, and you know that's true that helps you as well, you know, and so it would already be off kilter, but it's really gets off kilter when they get all those extra games. So, like, you could have a team that's not a very good team, you know. Luckily, we've had a lot of good teams, you know, and we were in playoffs all the time. But like, you could have a really good player on a bad team, and they rack up a lot of yards because they're good players. But then, you know, the player on, let's say, our team, and we play more games, then they catch them and pass them because we got those extra games.
Exactly.
It's never made sense.
Well, here we are. It's 0 seconds. We're getting rolled into this game number 12. It is a hump game on a Tuesday. Nothing much bigger than a hump game on Tuesday, and that means we got balls dropping on this hump game. And as we got balls dropping, we had, look at that. That's crazy how much he was averaging.
Yeah, so O.J. Simpson averaged 143.1 yards per game in his 2,000-yard rushing season because it was 14 games. Yeah, so that's the most for a season. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so you just think,
I can't imagine just like expecting in that season for your running back to run for over 140 yards.
Yeah, no, so if you tack that on to, you know, a 16-game season, and now you tack that on to a 17-game season, if he's able to keep that pace the same, right?
Yes.
Which you'd think if he did it for 14 games, he's probably doing it for this other, then, you know, he would have the record so far out there.
That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing with it, is you add another game to like the NFL season, records get a lot. They got to put an asterisk next to it or something. Like,
you'd think, but I don't think NFL really does that. Baseball does that.
Yes, where if it's a record change because of a rule change,
right,
then they put a little asterisk next to it, lets you know that it's different than the other like record.
That makes sense to me. I mean, I'm good with it. I mean, you still are the record holder, but you got an asterisk because it's different. You know,
it is. And you can then figure out why it's different, and so then people know like the greatness of the other player as well.
Exactly.
As long as everyone
knows they're both great. You know.
Yeah, they hold the record in the thing.
Yeah.
So it's definitely impressive. I would like to see how many people can now break records in the NFL with that extra game added.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any players for next season that you can predict are going to be maybe breaking a record?
Possibly. I mean, Dalvin Cook. I think he could.
You think he could break the rushing record, get his first 2,000-yard season?
He's got the talent to. And our line's improved. There we go.
CJB 21 over at Sherry's Sports Saloon in Sheffield, taking home $14.40 on that 62 ball must-go coverall on this hump game.
We have a tight end that is nicknamed CJ, and he wears number 21.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got to Minnesota. Hey, you got to be in time for practice after the broadcast.
Yeah, it's if it was CJM.
Yes, then it would for sure be him.
Then it would 100% be him. That would have been so crazy. But good job, CJB21.
Yeah.
But now we're getting rolled in game number 13 of the broadcast.
Yeah.
And so your prediction to break the record is Dalvin Cook to break a record?
Yeah, why not? I'm going out on it. Yeah, for sure.
Ready? I got a record for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna still maintain with the theme of Vikings breaking records. I'm gonna go.
Oh, that was a hump. Yeah, and you announced it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Daniel Hunter, sack record.
Ooh.
Yes, you get an extra game to accumulate those sacks.
Yes. Yes.
He's already with a super talented offensive line where they're going to struggle to put double teams on him because there's going to be so much talent. It's going to be pick and choose where you want to put your double team.
I like it.
So he's going to get some of the best pass rush opportunities that he's gotten in his entire career. He's an absolute freakazoid.
Right.
When you talk about build a D end.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick either Myles Garrett or Daniel Hunter.
Oh, for sure.
Like
for sure.
those
They're
two are
freakazoids.
two just like they play the part of just an amazing D end. And so there's my prediction. Daniel Hunter breaks the sack record.
I'll tell you. Here's another one I'm going to throw out there. Not a record. Not going to make it all-time record because too early in his career to do this. But going to lead the NFL in receptions this year. Justin Jefferson.
Oh, that's a good one. I just think there's too many targets.
Yeah.
Too many people that need the ball. It's too hard
But
for
Irv
him.
Smith's out now.
Irv Smith is out.
Yeah.
So I guess that does go targets more to Justin Jefferson. But then with an elite receiver like Adam Thielen along with him,
Yeah.
is he gonna still? You're still saying
I'm still going to lead the NFL in receptions this year.
that's a good one. I like it. We'll be able to see if it can come to fruition. But we just have 9 seconds to get enrolled into this game number.
It's
13.
13 of the broadcast.
Yeah, and I'm going to be hitting this fishing report.
Ooh, love it.
Oh, yeah, we are going over to Leech Lake, and this was done by the Outdoor Weekly just yesterday. Fishing has been good up here in Leech Lake. They've had a 9-year-old catch a muskie right off the harbor rocks the other day. The muskie's bite has been great this summer. They do not know if it's the water being warmer or if it's just because the lake is about a foot lower than normal, but they have been very active. Bucktails are the best thing to start with.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bucktail action.
Little bucktail.
Wildlife fishing has also been picking up pitching jigs and minnows or leeches into the shallow weeds has been working for eating sized fish. Trolling deeper breaks has been working for the big ones. Panfish and perch are also starting to put the food bags on, so it is a wonderful time to grab a few buddies and head up to Leech Lake.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? It looks like the fish are biting.
Celebrate Eat Outdoors Day.
Right.
And maybe go fish at Leech Lake.
I'll tell you what, when you cook seafood fresh,
Like you catch it, yeah.
and you cook it,
You catch it, gut it, and cook it. Like that's
so good.
It's unmatched.
Like it doesn't even compare to when you buy fish from the store.
No, it doesn't. You can't even. There's nothing similar to it, really. There's
No.
you get that. It's just it's so
Oh,
So yeah, I can't.
one of my
even-
favorite things. Yeah.
You got to try it out if you never have. But definitely get out to Leech Lake. Sounds like there's a lot of eaters and there's a lot of showcase fish as well to go
Yep.
along with it. And so troll those deep breaks to be able to find the big ones, and then go along the weed edges to find those eating size ones.
Yeah, for
Shebang.
sure. Yeah, we are working on a must-go of $13.80 here in a game 13 of the broadcast. But just a reminder that when you're playing Pilot Games, share those picks with us. We love to get the picks and see your faces. But before that,
We got CJB21 at Sherry Sports Saloon in Chatfield taking home $13.80 on that 65 ball must-go coverall.
that's 2 in a row. Let's see if you can make a triple hat trick right now on this game, CJB21. Well, I was talking about send us your pictures. If you win a jackpot, hold up your iPad, but not in front of your face. Put it this side, and give us a big smile and send that picture to us. You can send it to Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can send it to jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Yeah, and with that, we are going to go on a quick break for game number 14.
Okay.
And we'll be back for game number 15.
See you
We'll
guys.
see you guys in second. Dan, over at Carkey's Bar South Haven, 101,000 points. Second place was in second place last season. It's a Lucky Tim over at Lakefront Bar with 136,000 points. Then with 151,000 points, the number one player in the entire state of Minnesota in these twiking zones, it is Not Lucky over at the Corner Bar in Goodhue.
Not Lucky still has a nice lead out there, but it looks like Lucky Tim has cut into it a little bit.
That's for sure. I'm going to be watching out. Lucky Tim's been hot the last few weeks. That's a good watch right there.
There we go. In 10th place in these location standings, we're already in the 100,000 point club, and we started off with St. Paul Park Legion with 108,000. Then with 114,000 over in Oakdale, it's Titan Sports Saloon. That's right, last season's champion, sitting in 9th place. Then in 8th place, we got Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub, Oak Park Heights, with 120,000 points. With 122,000 points, we go to La Crescent, and we find in 7th place Miniger Sports Hub. In 6th place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven with 144,000 points. Then with 145,000 points in 5th place, it's Lakefront Bar in La Center. In 4th place, we've got Maple View Lounge. They've got 145,000 points. Then with 157,000 points right over in Fridley, it's 3rd place location, American Legion. Then in 2nd place, we jump into the 200,000 point club. It's Corner Bar in Goodhue with 226,000 points. But we make another jump into the 300,000 points club now.
We are already having locations in the 300,000 point club. This is truly the twiking zone.
It is the number one location in the entire state of Minnesota. It's VFW Spring Lake Park with 306,000 points. Well, these twiking zones just continue to be crazy, and it's been a great season so far. Hey guys, well, it has been a crazy season, XPGL season, and it starts right off with these players. They've been moving in, moving out, and moving all around.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if I've seen a season quite like this where I've seen so many players be in like the top 5, fall out of the top 5, hop back into the top 5, and then fall out again. It just has been absolute madness in these standings. 10th place, Fishy24 over at Sherry Sports Saloon with 440,920 points. Then with 456,995 points in 9th place, we got Sloppy over at the Hoot and Holler in Black Duck. Then in 8th place, we got Gramps over at Gino's Bar and Grill with 471,360 points. Then with 471,920 points. In 7th place, we got Bad Flop Bob playing at the VFW Spring Lake Park. Then at VFW Roseville with 492,340 points. In 6th place, it's Nixon. Then in 5th place, we got a really big-time player. It's Drumsky over at the Underground Bar and Grill with 507,730 points. In 4th place, we got Sarah Honey at VFW Austin with 510,290 points. Then also playing at VFW Austin, it's Forget You D in 3rd place with 580,145 points. Now our top 2 players, they have really been duking it out lately, trying to catch up to each other, really playing a who can score more points each night. In 2nd place, it's SpongeBob at Eagles St. James with 669,985 points. And in 1st place, the number 1 player, still the number 1 player, it's Devoided over at the Roadside with 705,600 points.
Yeah, just been crushing it out there, and no different in these location standings.
Yeah, talk about kill it.
Yes, from the start, they all are in the 1 million point club.
Ridiculous.
So in 10th place, we started off right there at the Broadway Pizza Brooklyn Park. They were in our standings, went out of our standings. They're back into the standings with 1,200,770 points. Then with 1,247,890 points, it's the VFW St. James in 9th place. Then in 8th place, we got Root River Saloon in Lanesboro with 1,291,725 points. Then with 1,383,104 points over in Mankato, it's the Underground Bar and Grill in 7th place. And in 6th place, we got Moose Lodge Waite Park in St. Cloud with 1,538,910 points. But with 1,774,970 points over in Newmarket, it's Leo's Bar in 5th place. In 4th place, we got Neighborhood Tavern in Effie with 1,838,635 points. But then we jump into the 2 million point club. So in 3rd place, we've got Danny's Dugout in Sauk Rapids. Been the 1st place location for most of our weeks here of Season X.
Yeah, if it wasn't for these last 2 locations having huge rises in these last couple weeks, they would still be holding on to that 1st place spot.
Yeah, because they've got 2,260,395 points.
Hey, guys, and we're getting enrolled to a game number 15. No, is it game number 15 or game number 16?
We're getting enrolled in 15, I believe, because Mrs. Yags just won game 14 over at the Riverboat Depot, $14.40. That, unless there's big shakeups in that top 10, that should get Mrs. Yags into our top 10.
Oh, that would be super exciting. We'll be hitting that Jackpot Hunters section in just a second. But Viking stuff, Sunday, September 12th is going to be the season opener for the Vikings versus the Bengals. Yeah. And I'm super excited about it. It should be a really nice game to get us going. Bengals are not the same Bengals team that they normally are. I feel like they've really picked up a lot of good talent. They even were able to pick up one of our favorite offensive tackles, Riley Reef. And so I think it's going to be fun playing them, and I think they won't be good enough to beat us, but they'll also be good enough to push us to become a better team and really mesh on the fly. Yeah,
for sure. I'm trying to help out Hot Take right now here on the broadcast, so I'm sorry that I'm looking down a little bit.
Yeah, and so here, this is some. Bengals may get week 1 advantage with Vikings QB issues. Let's see what they have to say. We're not entirely sure who to thank yet, which we're not thanking. We don't like this. Probably a cumulative decision making up of Kellen Mond, Kirk Cousins, and Nate Stanley, who remain. Oh, it's all because.
They're saying because of the unvaccination thing. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So it's all.
Yeah, they would have to have some kind of a issue happen, but
there would have to be a rule change for the NFL, and then that would make us have a issue at quarterback.
Right.
So far, right now, we are going to have 0 issues at quarterback.
They would have to break some kind of protocol.
And so, no, we will not have an issue
I don't
against
think so.
Cincinnati due to our QB issues. We'll destroy them due to our QB likings.
There you go.
Boom.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have a way too early score prediction? And we could change this as we go along, but
I'm going to go 28-21.
wow, 21 points for the Bengals against our new defense.
Yeah, it's way too early. I just threw something out there.
I like it. I'm going to go a little bit lower because I think our new Vikings defense is filled with veterans that have something to prove.
Yeah.
Like, they don't necessarily have something to prove, like, as a career standpoint, but they got to prove that they could still play right now.
Yeah.
And so I think they're going to come out with a lot of passion in next game.
Okay.
And they're going to really show out, hold them to only 7 points on the entire day, and we're going to bring home, like you said, 28.
Okay. Stina, Echo, winner. Yeah, there it is.
Wow.
Echo playing at Stacy's Bar and Grill, winner at Woodtick Lounge and Muddy Cow in Coon Rapids for Stina. So there you go. All of our winners winning, split $19 on that.
But you should definitely support our Minnesota Vikings by playing Vikings Victory. It's one of our favorite ETAB games. It's a blast to play. Pick a letter in the skull bonus and win huge prizes.
Yeah, for sure. When I think about, giving 21 points, I guess it's just I always think that when it's a bunch of new players coming together, it takes a second to groove together because I think they're going to be really good.
Yes, but do you think since they're veteran driven, it could end up that they're quicker to mesh together? I feel like that's a lot why like LeBron James likes veteran teammates when he builds his team up, because the veterans are easier to get to mesh together. Where young players, they still want to play the roles that they played or how they were playing in other teams. Where older players, they want to mesh together and make it all fit correctly. Could they make that mesh happen in week 1? It's a lot to ask for, but I'm saying it's gonna happen.
And it depends on the veteran, in my opinion. Some people will get more stuck in their ways, like the more they've done something. And then some people, if that's the only way they've ever been taught, then it's hard for them to learn a new way. Versus if someone's been taught various ways, they can grab. One of the good things is some of the veterans that have come in are already familiar with Zimmer and how he coaches and that style.
It's a lot. Like Everson Griffin is going to come into our defense seamlessly.
Yeah, I think getting Daniel Hunter back seamlessly. I mean, all those.
Yeah, and then there's other guys that are like our D tackle room. They've actually been with our Vikings for a second, and then just were out due to COVID. Didn't want to play during the COVID season.
Right.
I think Dalvin Thomason.
Was that right?
Was he or was it Michael Pierce?
I'd have to look.
One of them sat out, but has been with our Vikings the entire time. And so he's mentally been preparing all that time, and now he just has to physically get prepped and get used to playing with these players. But I think that's pretty easy. Like, once you got the mental side of it down, that comes really quickly through training camp and the preseason games.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we got a $24.40 Musco. We got a minor that's now up to $403.50, and it's 50 balls. We got a major that's $7,714.20, and it's 49 balls, and that mega is growing as it's 44 balls, and we're looking to see when it's going to click up again.
Well, you talked about how that one win for Mrs. Yags might have just put her into the top 10 of our Jackpot Hunter standings. And these top 10s have been absolutely crazy
they have
for our Jackpot Hunter standings. In 9th place, we head into a 4-way tie, and it may be a 5-way coming in tomorrow if Mrs. Yaz could do what we think she's done. But they all have 10,000 points. It's Pee-wee at TJ's Tavern on and off sale, Curtis J at Country Lounge, Bomb at Corner Bar and Goodhue, and Evcon at American Legion Rice. They're all tied up in that 4-way tie.
But Pee-wee may have been Pee-wee got a win earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they would be dropping back. Yes, it would be. That would create a little bit of craziness as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see
We'll
what
see
it comes
where it all
in.
goes.
There's always madness happening
I
in
don't
these
know.
Jackpot Hunter standings. In 8th place, we got Sandbar at Shore 96 with 11,000 points. With 12,000 points in 6th place, we have a two-way tie between Amy Payme at American Legion Rice and Otter 61 at VFW Coon Rapids. 5th place, one away at American Legion Rice with 13,000 points. With 14,000 points, we have a three-way tie. It's moving from 4th place into 2nd place. Joni at Bleachers tying it up with Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards and Lula Finn at American Legion Shakopee. And then the number one player in the entire state of Minnesota just won a jackpot yesterday, continues to separate with his points. It's Yags 370 at Riverboat Depot with 17,000 points.
Yeah, I was wondering because I thought maybe Wolfstein got a win earlier as well.
I think that was in Wolfstein was one away in our Lucky Four.
Oh, yeah, won the Lucky Four.
Yes,
yeah,
won the Lucky Four.
Yeah, there we go. Not Cubley over at American Legion St. James. Don't worry. We know it's not you.
No, it's probably like a James or something.
Right.
That's playing.
At winning $24.40. Whoever it is that won, we know it's not Cubley, but whoever it was that won, then congratulations.
Yeah, good job, not Cubley. But we got to head into these location standings for the Jackpot Hunter.
Getting knocked out, American Legion Fridley. That's a big-time location. But in 7th place, we got a four-way tie. Newcomer Bleachers in Maplewood tying it up with Shady's Railside in Rice, Pappy's Cafe in Coon Rapids, and Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale. They all got 23,000 points. Then with 24,000 points over in Goodhue, it's the Corner Bar in 6th place. Then we jump into our 25,000 point club. In 5th place, we got Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley with 28,000. Then with 31,000 over in Shakopee, it's the American Legion in 4th place. Then we got a two-way tie in 2nd place. Coming up from 4th place up to 2nd place, it's Riverboat Depot and Sartell tying it up with American Legion Rice. They both got 35,000 points. Of course, Riverboat Depot and Sartell, it is last. They are the reigning champions in these very standings, but they're 3,000 points, and so is American Legion Rice. 3,000 points behind our number one location in St. Paul. Over there, it's the Country Lounge, the number one location.
Yeah, good job, Country Lounge, really dominating, but American Legion Rice not letting them run away with it so easily.
No.
And, I mean, I'm watching out for Riverboat Depot as well. I mean, that's just...
Obviously, yeah.
Yags 370, Mrs. Yags. That duo can drive a location really up in these standings.
Well, it kind of felt like last season that they rode the coattails of the Yags crew into the championship.
Yes. And
which, I mean, you ride the horse that brought you.
Exactly. That's why Titan Sports Saloon also won the championship. Now, if Titan Sports Saloon just ran away with it, outside of even Elsa helping them get to that point, but Elsa definitely pushed them really, really far in that. Yeah. And the Yags crew can really do the same for Riverboat Depot and Country Lounge. They really got to be watching out because, well, I mean, we've already seen it. Mrs. Yags get a win in today. Yags 370 get a win did he get a win today?
I don't think today got some wins in. We saw him get some wins in the 25 cent.
Yes, we did, and he just got a jackpot yesterday. I mean, they are accumulating points all the time. Yeah. But let's head right into our celebrity birthdays. Born in 1870, we got Maria Montessori, educator and physician.
Yeah, that's where you see Montessori schools. Comes from her. Yep. It's a particular style of education. Yeah. Then in 1897, it's Frederick March, I guess would be actor. He was in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and The Best Years of Our Lives.
Wow, that is some big time stuff right there. Yeah. Let's see if I can recognize the face. Don't necessarily.
It's pretty old time. It's like black and white TV, movies.
Yeah, but sometimes those black and white guys, they have such iconic looks.
Yes.
That I'll sometimes remember the face, and I'm like, oh, like if I know the face, I know they're iconic. Because I know the face.
Right.
And I don't know the actors from that time's face. Right. But born in 1903, we got Arthur Godfrey, American radio and TV host, did the Arthur Godfrey talent scout.
Yeah, I think he was really big time back in the day.
Is it kind of like one of those like talent shows before like talent show TV really became a big thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really like like when there was no TV, it was radio shows.
Yes.
And then coming into the very early days of TV, like
wow, that's super cool. So he's like one of the first American Idols, America's Got Talent, or whatever.
Yeah, I'd have to look up more about the show, but I just know it's a big name. Yeah.
Oh, okay, well that would be
before my time.
It'd be really cool. Happy birthday, Arthur Godfrey.
Yeah. Then I know a super funny comedian, Buddy Hackett, born in 1924, did God's Little Acre and Music Man. Super funny comedian, Buddy Hackett.
Next celebrity birthday, born in 1928, we got James Coburn, actor, did Our Man Flint and Magnificent Seven.
That's a big deal to be in the Magnificent Seven. Yeah. Oh, John Higgins got some information.
There we are. I talked about him getting a win today, and he made it happen. It's Yags 370 at Riverboat Depot in Sardell, taking home $18 on that 65-ball Musco coverall. Good job, Yags 370, just extending his lead a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll see how far he can extend it. He's probably trying to get into that 25,000 point club right now. He's kind of getting closer to that. Okay, he was trying to about talent scouts. Godfrey had several talent scouts who brought their discoveries onto the program to showcase their talents. The winners of each show were determined by a meter that judged the audience's applause. So yeah, it is kind of like that.
Okay, but it was more of applause based, closer to like the new Masked Singer.
Yes.
How they judge it by how much the audience reacts to it.
Yeah. So kind of that, I would guess. So,
okay, so that's a pretty cool. Definitely one of those. Definitely not exactly the talent show, but it's definitely one of those first talent shows that you like. It's crazy to think that he started now it's a whole genre of shows where you got just America's Got Talent, American Idol, X Factor, whatever it is, like Masked Singer. There's a million of them, and he was one of those first guys to really get that thing going.
Yeah, it's super amazing. So there you go.
Fun fact, James Coburn was.
I definitely recognize him. He's been in a ton of stuff.
Yes, he has. He's also a voice actor in Monsters Inc.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the original one in 2001.
Like he always plays a tough guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's for sure.
Yeah. We're under a minute here to get enrolled in this next game. This is game number 18 of the broadcast. Our next celebrity birthday is born in 1931. Jean Bellevue. He's a Hockey Hall of Fame center, two-time Hart Trophy winner, Art Ross Trophy winner, and the Conn Smythe Trophy. He has the record with 17 Stanley Cups. Won 17 Stanley Cups.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Like, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, you won, 17 Super Bowls, 17 World Series, 17 NBA championship, whatever it is. 17 Stanley Cups.
I don't know many, the highest I'd heard of before of someone winning championships was Bill Russell.
Right.
With 11.
Is that what he had, 11? Yeah.
I think he had 11 championships in his time.
John, I'm sure, will fact check us. So.
17 championships
that's
in your time.
That's why he says record.
That's almost a whole career.
Yeah.
His career was pretty much filled with championships.
Yeah, I wonder how long he played in the NHL.
Yeah, I want to know as well, because that is an absolutely ridiculous. He probably was over. He had a higher chance at winning the championship probably than.
Well, playing career, it says 21 years.
Wow. So 4 years. Only 4 out of the 21 years did he not win a championship.
That's insane. It's literally insane.
That is such a career. That would be such a fun career.
Oh yeah. You just win all the time. You're always winning championship. You don't even know what everyone else experiences.
Yeah, you're just so used to it. I kind of feel that way with LeBron. The fact that he's been to 10 NBA championships. He's just used to playing in the NBA championship.
Oh yeah, for a while there, he didn't. I don't remember how many in a row he went. Was it 8 in a row? Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
And like you just become like, oh, it's
Kinda
weird.
numb to
It's
it.
weird to watch.
Yeah.
Like some other teams play in that game.
Right.
Like, and I'm sure, like, at that point, I mean, this guy is even more crazy. He won 17. That's not even talking about if he went to the Stanley Cup championship in the other 4 years.
Those other 4 years, he could have been there. He could have been in the series. I don't know.
But he won 17 of them.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane.
Well, happy birthday, Jean. Born in 1935, we got Frank Robertson, a Hall of Fame outfielder, manager, MVP in the 1961 National League, and was the MVP in the 1966 American League.
Yeah, to win MVP in both leagues, like that's pretty impressive.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, just amazing. And I know a really good manager. Yeah, good job.
Was he a outfielder in one and a manager in the other? But it's really close, and it's really close.
Well, because you don't win an MVP as a manager.
Oh yes, you wouldn't live it. Yeah, I was thinking Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Winner over at Woodtick's Lounge in Hewitt, taking that $20 must-go prize.
I feel like the Woodtick Lounge has been a hot location lately.
Yeah, I could be seeing them rise up in our top 10.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, nice job, winner. Next.
I like this next guy.
Yeah, the next one's awesome. Born in 1945, it's Van Morrison. He's a singer, songwriter. Astral Weeks is I think an album that he had, and you got songs like Moon Dance and Brown Eyed Girl. I love Brown Eyed Girl.
Oh, I mean that's a classic.
Yeah.
That's I mean mostly everyone. I would say everyone if it wasn't for that Amelia and Curtis had no idea what the song was.
Oh, is that what they said?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
But mostly
You're
everyone.
my brown-eyed girl.
Yeah, I think I listened to it this week. So
yeah, it's amazing. That's a great song.
It's a great song. When Jordy came up to me, she was like, they didn't know Brown Eyed Girl, and I was like, wow, that's incredible. Like
that's actually hard.
Like that's it. That's
like
a
the
feat.
bubble you have to live in. No, but I'm not shocked about that with Amelia and Curtis. I love Amelia and Curtis, but I'm not shocked by that.
They also know things that I have no idea.
That is true. Like they'll bring out stuff, and I'm like, oh wow, you guys actually know that.
Like how do I've never even heard of this thing.
Yeah.
And they know an extensive amount about it.
Right.
But then it will be like random things like Brown Eyed Girl.
Like you think every American's heard that.
Yeah, or like a Snickers, and they'll be like, I've never tried a Snickers.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's mainly Curtis on the food stuff.
Yes, on the food stuff. But with like a music thing, like I don't know. Just
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I love it. It cracks me up every single time. But happy birthday, Van Morrison. Just creating an absolute classic with Brown Eyed Girl, and did so many other great hits.
Yeah.
Born in 1949, it's Richard Greer, actor, did Breathless, Cotton Club, Pretty Woman, and Chicago.
And I think there's so many more. I think he was the star of American Gigolo. I'm trying to think of all the things that he's been in, but I mean, just huge actor.
Oh, okay, yeah, he is absolutely massive. He's been in so many different things.
Yeah. I actually did see that movie, the second one that they show there after Pretty Woman, Hachi, a Dog's Tale. That has to be. I mean, I don't want to be on his birthday. I don't want to say disparaging. That has to be one of the worst movies.
Well, it's not even about him. It's about the dog
Right.
waiting for him at the train station,
Yeah.
and he never comes back.
No.
And the entire movie, the dog's just waiting.
Yeah, I don't recommend that movie. Yeah, anyways, big icon for me as a little kid, just watching him in the Olympics, just an amazing hurdler. He actually ran the 400 hurdles.
That's incredible.
Dominated it for so long. In 1955, he was born Edwin Moses. He won gold in 76. Of course, we didn't go to the 80 Olympics as Americans, so
Yes.
he didn't win gold there, but then won gold again in 84.
Wow.
And then still won gold or won bronze in 88. Like you think over a span of 12 years there, but he won gold throughout that whole time there, at like all the other games, like where there was world championships and all that. Just unbelievable.
One of those super accomplished runners. I just want to see what his 400-meter hurdle time compared to what the guy that just broke the record is. He ran a 47.02.
Okay.
That's flying.
Yeah.
That's flying.
Absolutely.
But that record-breaking run, what was it? Was it 44? Did he break 45?
I don't know.
Or did he get into 45?
Might have been gotten into just barely into 45s.
Which is still insane.
I mean, it's insane. But yeah, for the time in particular, Edwin Moses just flying.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even imagine. Those guys just so fluid over the hurdle. It looks like they're just continuing their run.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
By the way, producer John really upset that you ruined the movie plot of Hachi. He thinks thousands of people across the state of Minnesota are really upset. Like there may be riots in the streets. I hope not. I hope stay calm, folks. Stay calm.
I'm sorry.
Peace. Remember peace.
That movie's pretty old now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm not too bad. I'm just a little bad. But there's Emily 7 over at VFW Spring Lake Park taking home $21 on that 64-ball Musco coverall in a game number 19 on the broadcast. That means we're already getting enrolled in game number 20.
Amazing. So 20, 21, 22, 23. So 4 games left
to
play here in the broadcast. You're going to want to be a part of all this awesomeness for sure.
Yeah, and we'll be switching right now.
There it is.
Wow, I'm so good.
Your timing is impeccable.
But we got 2 minutes and 9
Except when you're talking
seconds.
about Hachi.
Yes, 2 minutes to get enrolled in this next game number 20. Make sure you get enrolled, press play. We want to give out some wins to you, but we got a twiking zone to hit one more time.
We do.
And the player standings goes like this. In 10th place, we got Kick It over at Roseville VFW with 71,000 points. What is that from?
The Kick It?
No, when I said, and it goes like
and it
this.
goes a little something like this. Kick it.
Is that what it is?
I feel like that all goes together, but I could have just put that all together in my mind.
Yeah, it definitely could have.
Possible.
But we got in 9th place Scrub Eye at American Legion Fridley with 72,000 points. With 76,000 points in 8th place, we got Puts over at Shiners Jenkins. 7th place, it's Loser Dave at VFW Spring Lake Park with 78,000 points. With 92,000 points in 6th place, we got Joni at Mama T's Castle Tap. With 93,000 points in 5th place, we got Elsa at Titan Sports Saloon. At Chanticleer's Pizza in Coon Rapids with 95,000 points in 4th place, it's SNS, and now we head into the 100,000 point club, because in 3rd place we got Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven with 104,000 points. Then with 136,000 points in 2nd place, we got Lucky Tim at Lakefront Bar, and in 1st place with 165,000 points, it's Not Lucky at Corner Bar in Goodhue.
Nicely done. I looked it up. There is a song called it goes a little something like this. But I don't know,
we might be just completely making it up. It just sounded right.
Yeah, it did. In 10th place, we got St. Paul Park Legion with 112,000 points. With 116,000 points, we got over at Oakdale, it's Titan Sports Saloon in 9th place. In 8th place, we got Minniger's Sports Hub in La Crescent with 122,000. Then with 123,000 over in Oak Park Heights, it's Carboni's Pizzeria and Pub. They're in 7th place. In 6th place, falling back from 4th to 6th, it's Lakefront Bar in La Crescent, or La Center with 145,000 points. Then jumping from 6th into a tie with already 4th place location. It's Corky's Bar in South Haven and Maple View Lounge with 147,000 points. Then in 3rd place, it's with 157,000 points over in Fridley. It's the American Legion in 3rd place. We jump out of the 100,000 point club into the 200,000 point club. In 2nd place, it's Corner Bar in Goodhue with 240,000 points. Then we jump out of the 200,000 point club into the 300,000 point club, because with 309,000 points over in Spring Lake Park, it's the VFW, our #1 location in the entire state of Minnesota in the twiking zone.
Oh yeah, that is a big time location right there. But what do you feel about that? The 53-man roster has been officially made for our Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, has it been announced
Yeah,
today?
it's been announced. Quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins, Kellen Mond. Mm-hmm. Those are our 2 quarterbacks. So we're not going to be traveling with
Jake Browning.
Jake Browning.
Yeah, so Jake Browning, I wonder if he passes through waivers. are they signing him to the practice squad?
That would be my guess, is that
Yeah.
he's going to be going practice squad, or he may just try and go to another team, see if he can be a backup somewhere else,
Yeah.
make another 53-man roster.
Yeah.
We'll see. He played really well a couple times during the preseason and really showed some flashes of potential.
Yeah, I thought so.
But we ended up with our running back room, running back / fullback. It's Dalvin Cook, Alexander Madison, and Kenny Ngagwu.
Oh.
And CJ Ham.
Okay. So yeah, that's so he's
Noah Amir
he's-
Abdullah.
Yeah, that's what I'm surprised. But I'll tell you what, he's amazing. RB3, I'm saying.
Kenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is really talented. I think he's going to be a really good player. Our wide receivers, Chad Beebe didn't end up making our 53-man roster.
He'll get picked up by somebody.
It's Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, D.D. Westbrook, K.J. Osborne, Dan Krisnia, and Amir Smith-Marcetta.
Okay.
Then offensive line, there was the big release of, I'm not going to go over the entire 53-man roster because that'll take me way too much time.
Hold on a second. There we go. We got Mega over at the Carbones Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids, Season 8 champion location. Nicely done, Mega, with a $33.40 must go here in game number 20. That means we're getting enrolled in just 1 second here in game number 21 of the broadcast. We are on our way to 23 games.
Oh, yeah. Well, the big releases of it were a D-end, Everson Griffin. He got released from our 53-man
I am
roster.
surprised by that.
But sources say he could be back after week 1.
Okay.
On the 53-man roster.
Okay.
But the person who does all this, he says he personally doesn't understand the move, but he thinks it's to make room for Chris Herndon, who's a tight end that we traded for, and so that he can be on our 53-man roster.
Okay.
And so then we can have one more tight end, but then once we can get that extra roster spot, Everson Griffin will be filling it in as soon as possible.
Interesting.
But also the release of offensive guard Dakota Dozer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's another big release that we had. He started for us last year, played really bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was an unfortunate performance last year.
Exactly, and so I'm glad that he's not going to be blocking for us. I thought he would have been a decent backup guard, but he might be taking up too much cap space or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Not working out team wise,
Yeah.
and so I'm really excited about the fact that it looks like we might be moving to like Udo as our offensive guard.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I like some of our young talent in the room for sure at offensive line, and I'm expecting better things this season.
Oh yeah, and then that's going to ultimately make Dalvin Cook a better running back, make Kirk Cousins a better quarterback, make our wide receivers better wide receivers. It all helps out everybody else on our offense when the offensive line is really playing at their best.
For sure.
But let's head right into the Minnesota State Fair food spotlight.
Ooh, I like this one.
It's a super tasty one.
Nordic waffles, chicken and macaroni Nordic waffles, and ice cream waffle sandwich. Woo-hoo! 2 new fresh made waffle wraps. A southern fried spicy chicken drummy and cheese macaroni finished with a drizzle of honey on a warm Nordic waffle. Yes, please. And a classic ice cream cookie sandwich, crunchy kettle corn and chocolate drizzled dusting with sprinkles, all wrapped in a Nordic waffle. Again, I'm in on all this. Nordic waffles at the West End Market in the South section. You're not going to want to miss that for sure.
Hot Take Higgins has hopped onto the line and let us know what's happening exactly with that offensive line situation.
Okay.
Dakota Dozier has started every game at left guard last season, but coaches decided quickly in camp that third-year offensive lineman Ali Udo would replace him in the lineup.
Okay.
The veteran is expected to stay in Minnesota on the practice squad, though.
Oh, okay.
But the
Okay.
coaches have already decided Udo is the official replacement.
Interesting. So must not be a bad locker room guy. They want to keep him there. Just going to be on the practice squad.
Yeah, so good stuff. But we got balls dropping in this game 21 on the broadcast. But let's hit these Jackpot Hunter standings again because these players, that's what they're earning.
That's right. They're earning that. You see Jay Zam, big-time player out there, just 7 balls a wide. Yeah, exactly. In 9th place, we got a 4-way tie. It's Pee-wee at TJ's Tavern on and off sale. Curtis J at Country Lounge. Bomb at Corner Bar Goodhue. And FCon at American Legion Rice, all with 10,000 points. Then with 11,000 points at Shore 96 Sandbar in 8th place. In 6th place, we got Amy Pay Me over at American Legion Rice and Otter 61 at VFW Coon Rapids with 12,000 points, taking that 6th place spot. In 5th place, we got 1 away at American Legion Rice with 13,000 points. Then we've got a 3-way tie in 2nd place with Joni at Bleachers in Wolfstein at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards and Lou the Finn at American Legion Shakopee.
But we got KKC over at Riverboat Depot in Sartell taking that Musco prize of $25 on the 59-ball Musco coverall. We've had a lot of really low number wins today, where it's been in that 50-ball count. Yeah,
it's been amazing. Another win for Riverboat Depot, trying to make their push for being the #1 location here in Jackpot Hunter.
I think we'll go over these location standings in just a second, and we'll see if Riverboat Depot, with getting 3 wins today, if that's enough to close the gap with the #1 location not getting any wins.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll check that out in just a second. Well, we're down to so that was 14,000 points for all those 2nd place finishers. And then our #1 player in the state of Minnesota, it's Yags 370, the reigning champion here in Jackpot Hunter. Did it over at Riverboat Depot with 17,000 points so far.
Oh yeah, well let's head right into that location standings. Falling out of them, it's American Legion Fridley, and then we start off with a 4-way 7th place tie. In jumping from outside the standings into 7th place, it's Bleachers at Maplewood. Tying up Shady's Railside in Rice, Pappy's Cafe 2 in Coon Rapids, and Titan Sports Saloon in Oakdale, all with 23,000 points. Then with 24,000 points in 6th place, we got Corner Bar in Goodhue. 5th place, Municipal Liquor Store in Akeley in the first location in the 25,000 point club with 28,000 points. With 31,000 points in 4th place, we got American Legion Shakopee. In 2nd place, we got a 2-way tie between 2 big-time locations, Riverboat Depot in Sartell and American Legion Rice. They both have 35,000 points.
Now, you're about to answer your question.
Remember that 35,000 points for Riverboat Depot, and just add 3,000 points to it, because sitting in 1st place with 38,000 points.
Yes.
It's Country Lounge in St. Paul. I don't know if Country Lounge has gotten any wins today.
I don't know. I'm trying to look through real quick and see.
Could have happened.
Yeah.
But if not, Riverboat Depot has now tied up Country Lounge in St. Paul.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm searching.
And if you can't find it,
not seeing it so far.
Oh, that's big time. That's some big time stuff.
Let's see. Down to the... I don't think so. I don't think they got a win today so far.
So right now, as it stands, as we know it, Riverboat Depot has now won enough points to tie it up with Country Lounge.
Yeah, that's...
one more win. If they can get one more win in these next, 2... we have 3 more games. Yes. No, we only have 2 more games. We're getting to 22.
Yeah, because we're getting in 22, and then we got 23. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can get if Riverboat Depot can get another win during these games, we could be coming in tomorrow with Riverboat Depot being the #1 location in these standings.
Yeah. No. Amazing. Amazing. That would be a huge turn of events. Of course, they're the reigning champions, so you can't count them out ever. But they had a struggle a little bit in the beginning of the season, so good to see them back on top, possibly.
Oh yeah.
Possibly. There it is. On August 31st in 1897, Thomas Edison received a patent for his movie camera, the kinetograph. Edison had developed the camera and its viewer in the early 1890s and staged several demonstrations, but got that patent today in 1897.
Yeah, I mean, that's a crazy invention. I mean, now one of the biggest entertainment things ever is movies.
Yeah.
And movie cameras, obviously, one of the huge things that help that thing go around.
Yeah.
And Thomas Edison getting the first patent for his movie camera today.
Such a good inventor. He invented so many different things.
Oh my goodness! Like when you talk about best creative minds of all time, he's got to be one of those guys in the conversation.
You got to think so. Yeah.
But we have 42 balls dropped on this one. We got a bunch of people 9 balls away on this game number 22 of the broadcast, which means we are on our last few games, which means I got to go over the charity spotlight. Charity spotlight. Charity spotlight. But it's
tried to match up with you there.
I think it sounded amazing.
Okay.
I think it came across great.
Okay.
But we got the Detroit Lakes Youth Hockey. This is a great organization that does so many great things, but mainly promotes healthy living. A good, healthy balance of sports, academics, and family is their goal. And I can't think of a better goal for a sports organization to strive for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super awesome. Yeah, super awesome. I saw it said John Higgins got to be in the conversation too. I don't know what he's
got to be in the conversation for most creative minds of all time.
He's talking about himself in the third person now, which makes me worried about his sanity.
You know, most great, most super creative people, they're a little crazy as well.
That's right. Jen P. over at the Outpost Inc. in Menega, I think.
I feel like I heard someone say this when I was over in Minnesota, and it's not said that way.
Okay.
But Menega is how we're gonna go with it right now. And
we get corrected sometimes.
So good job, Jen P, with $26.20 going into your pocket, and we're getting enrolled in the final game of this jackpot hunter. So make sure you're getting
Menega.
Oh, so we were right.
Yeah, I think so.
Menega.
Yeah. All right. And we're under 2 minutes coming into that last 23rd game of the broadcast. We're super excited. I tell you what, this has flown by today. Oh, but you were talking about Detroit Lakes Youth Hockey.
Yes.
Did you go over their mission statement?
Yes, I went over the mission statements, but I didn't talk about the locations you can play at to give that charity a little bit of cash money.
Okay. Yeah, you can go to Zorba's and in Detroit Lakes, home of Adam Thielen, in Tuesday, August 31st. That's today. They have a lunch special on their personal pizzas and soft drinks. Well, if you missed out on that, you really missed out. It's also double points day, so you didn't miss out on this with your locals card. So go check it out. If you're a local, you're going to want to have one of those locals cards, apparently, and play some Pilot games while you're there. And then the Holiday Inn Detroit Lakes tonight, they have Taco Tuesday. Woo-hoo. I'm a big fan of Taco Tuesday.
I love me some Taco Tuesday. I like tacos in general.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday making them just a little bit better.
Yeah.
But we have a great PGL night in store for you guys, where we get a bunch of tournament and other games that we're going to be being played. We're going to start right as we get out of here at 6 o'clock. We're going to be heading to a little bit of Skull Bingo all the way till 6:40. Right at 6:40, we're going to be starting off a little bit of easy money, and that's when Tony and Nikki, the Bedazzled headsets, are going to be coming to you guys, and they're going to be trying to give you out some really good cash. There's going to be 50 different winners in that easy money.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, 50 winners. How do you beat that with a stick? Then at 6:57, you're going to play some Top Dog. It's a $10 buy-in, and you get 25 winners.
Oh, yeah, and then right as the first pitch is happening for our Twins against the Cubs, we're going to be getting, right at 7-Eleven, Fishing Derby rolling. There is some great progressives on that. A Fishing Derby largemouth of $1,702 and a smallmouth of $623.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Then you're going to jump into this game right here. There'll be a bunch of people playing, so those must-goes will go way up. Obviously, it'll help build up this minor and this major, and wins go out in this. You're going to play that $1 jackpot hunter right after that Fishing Derby.
Then we're going to play one of my favorite games where Tony likes to hop on the four-wheeler. He likes to check out where all you guys are hunting, whether it's in the up north or in the woods. At 7:39, we're going to be playing a little bit of open season.
I was just that was Tony driving around in the four-wheeler.
Oh, yeah. Does his four-wheeler have like what's it called when they got the big handlebars that you put
oh, yeah, the monkey bars?
Yeah, the monkey bars.
Yeah, like this.
I like to think that he's got monkey bars on his four-wheeler.
Like I'm rolling here in this bad hog over here.
Yeah. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got his voice completely down as Pat as well.
Yeah, it sounds just like Tony. Yeah, that's amazing. Then at 8:05, we're gonna play some Jackpot Jungle. That coverall is insane. It's 54 balls to hit, and it's over $83,000. I think it's gonna be over $85,000.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really massive jackpot. So make sure you're getting enrolled at 8:05 for that final game of Jackpot Jungle. But we got a great standings. Our standings stand like this. Our location standings: 10th place Broadway Pizza in Brooklyn Park, 9th place VFW St. James, 8th place Root River Saloon 2, in 7th place Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato, 6th place Moose Lodge in Waite Park in St. Cloud, 5th place Leo's Bar in Newmarket, 4th place Neighborhood Tavern in Effie, 3rd place Danny's Dugout in Sauk Rapids, 2nd place VFW Northfield, and in 1st place Cabin Bar in Nicolette.
And in the player side, in 10th place we got Fishy 24 at Sherry's Sports Saloon. In 3rd place it's Sloppy over at Hoot and Holler in the Black Duck. In 8th place it's Gramps over at Gino's Bar and Grill. In 7th place it's Bad Flop Bob over at the VFW Spring Lake Park. In 6th place it's Nixon over at the VFW Roseville. In 5th place it's Drumskeet and Underground Bar and Grill. 4th place it's Sarah Honey at VFW Austin. In 3rd place it's Forget You D at VFW Austin. In 2nd place it's SpongeBob over at the Eagles St. James. And in 1st place it's Devoided over at the Roadside.
And we got our final winner, Dana S. Dana's over at Eagles Northfield, taking home $30.60 on that 64 ball must-go coverall.
Guys, have a great night out there. Just having an amazing Minnesota game night, biggest gaming night of the week in Minnesota. And remember, when you play Pilot Games, your community wins.
See you guys.
47,890 points. It's the VFW St. James in 9th place. Then in 8th place, we got Root River Saloon in Lanesboro with 1,291,725 points. Then with 1,383,104 points over in Mankato, it's the Underground Bar and Grill in 7th place. Then in 6th place, we got Moose Lodge Waite Park in St. Cloud with 1,538,910 points. But with 1,774,970 points over in Newmarket, it's Leo's Bar in 5th place. In 4th place, we got Neighborhood Tavern in Effie with 1,838,635 points. But then we jump into the 2 million point club. So in 3rd place, we've got Danny's Dugout in Sauk Rapids. Been the 1st place location for most of our weeks here of Season X.
Yeah, if it wasn't for these last 2 locations having huge rises in these last couple weeks, they would still be holding on to that 1st place spot.
Yeah, because they've got 2,260,395 points. We'll see, because it is super tight with them in the next location. That's 2,271,960 points. Yeah, it's right over in Northfield. It's the VFW. They finished in 2nd place in Season 9. They're in 2nd place now in Season X. Then in 1st place in Season X, 1st place, our reigning champions, actually, Cabin Bar Nicolette with 2,412,685 points. They've been crushing it out there, but these standings can change quickly on both the player and the location side.
Oh, for sure. So make sure you guys are coming out for our PGL nights Tuesdays right at 6.